So let's start. What do you really want to know or to learn from this session? In the beginning, I am not the perfect person ever or the one who knows everything. We all have flaws. We all have places for improvement, and I have a lot. Actually, Jim, thank you, Jim, so much. Like yesterday, after the contest, he kept giving me so many feedback and advices, which is really appreciated. Thank you so much. So I am not the perfect one ever. However, I can give you specific technique that can take you to another level in your speeches. And the speed, how many time I have now for this presentation?
15 minutes.
Huh? 15.
15 minutes.
So what we are going to do that I'm going to give you, first of all, why we are delivering the international speeches or these motivational or like the speeches we want to deliver related to contest-wise and of course like Toastmasters meetings wise, and how to prepare the speech or the steps and the body, how to construct your speech. Okay, so the first part is, if we are preparing the speech for the international speech contest, we need to know one very important thing: why we are preparing the speech or why we are delivering this specific message. Is it just to share our story and enjoy our time and just to say how great we are? What do you think? Is it like that? No? It's then because of what? We are doing this presentation or this speech because we need to make people take whatever we have or our ideas and make something different in their life. This is why we are delivering or preparing our speech and the message we are giving to the people. We need to have something like after we finish this speech, what do you want people to do? Why you are delivering it? Do you want them to say, cute? Or do you want them to say, I'm going to make a difference in my life after what he said or what she said? This is what we want, to make a difference on others' life. That's why I want you always, when you are preparing your speech, to ask yourself these 3 questions. And by the way, these 3 questions, not like invented by myself. It's actually after learning a lot from DTM Mohammed Al-Qahtani, the world champion of public speaking, I figured out those 3 questions. That's very important to take it for you. First of all, when you are practicing your speech, you need to ask yourself, what do they need to hear? Who? The audience, of course. We are delivering the speech and we need to know what do they need to hear. For example, what is around us happening right now? Is it the pandemic? Is it for example, people are not going and following their dreams or finding their jobs or all these things? What do people need to hear? This is the first question. What do they need to hear? Another thing, when you are writing the speech, you need to think and ask yourself, am I motivating and inspiring them? And notice these questions are not about you. It's about the audience. Again, we are delivering the speech not for us, but for the audience, for the people around us. So the first question, what do they need to hear from me? And the second question is, am I motivating and inspiring them? Third question is, and this is the most important one, is, does my message or my speech worth saying it? Is it worthy, like, or it's just, again, cute and fun and This message needs to be important, not for you, but for others, to learn from it, to have something different in their life, and to do something different in their others, in others also. So this is what you need to have in your speech. I know sometimes it's not very easy to find the best message ever, but try hard to think of something that not too many spoke about it. For example, what is something that you hear every time? Follow your dreams. Do the thing you will love to do, right? What else? What else? You tell me. Give me messages you are hearing it from so many people. Jim, you're going so many places. Tell me.
Reach out.
Reach out. Latif.
You can do it.
You can do it. Yes. What else?
Break barriers. Break barriers.
Break barriers.
Overcome your
Respect
fears.
others. Sorry?
Overcome your fears.
Your
Be the
fears.
change.
I delivered. Huh?
Be the change. Be the
Be
change.
the change. These messages are all great. Amazing. For fears, I have delivered a speech about fears. You can still have the same message, but try to twist it. Try to have something that maybe no one spoke about. Always try yourself to be unique. I'm not again saying that it is very easy, but it is something that you need to work hard on it. That day, for example, I was thinking, okay, I want to talk about fake smile. Like, this is something I don't think that so many are talking about it. But honestly speaking, I couldn't even organize the speech. Like, it didn't, I'm not able to get it. Okay, and then it was a club contest and I was in the evaluation contest, and the test speaker, he was talking about the same topic. And I was like, oh, my speech. But he delivered it in his own way, in his style and his personal story. Mine, if I'm gonna deliver the same one day, it will be, of course, different. I'm not gonna do it 100% like him, but you can have a uniqueness inside your message, even if it was something that everyone is talking about. But again, I advise you to try something not so many people are speaking about it nowadays, especially. Okay? So now, after we have the idea that we are not delivering our message for us, and we are taking care about the audience, because this is how we get connected with them. We need to also know that to start preparing the speech, there is a specific way how we organize it and how we structure the speech. The first thing is the hook of the speech. What do we mean by the hook? Let me ask you a question. We all open YouTube and seeing videos, right? Most of the time while we are watching those videos, we have this ads coming in between. What do you do when you see this ad? Skip. Exactly.
Skip.
Unless if it hooked you. The first 5 seconds from that video, if you felt attracted, you will not skip, right? Didn't you see that? Didn't you have some ads that connected with you from the first 5 seconds, right? And that's how you hook the audience. You need to find a way how you hook them from the first 5 seconds so they will be with you till the end of the speech. You don't want the audience to skip you, right? So try to hook them. And this is why the hook is important. How we do this hook? What is the safest thing that in Toastmaster, most of the speakers are doing it in the hook? What is it?
They try their failures. They share their failures.
No.
With the question?
Hook. Question. Who said the question? Jem or Santosh? Who?
Great opening.
President.
Okay, President.
Questions, yeah.
Yes. Ask a question. Don't do that. Simply, don't do that. Okay? Most of the people in Toastmasters, if you are delivering something, a keynote speech outside those Toastmasters, go for it, do it. But in Toastmasters, like, raise your hand if you are this and this and this. Have you ever done this and this and this? It's something khalas, we used to it, right? Try to find something different. If you still want to ask a question, and I believe I told once Shipa the same thing. Shipa, you're here, right? She was here. I don't know. I cannot see her name. If you want to ask, yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, you're with the mask. Nice. Mask of Zorro. Okay. If you want to ask a question, make it something unexpected. Unexpected. What do we mean by that? Shiba, tell me the question I told you to ask that day in your speech. You remember? Shiba?
No.
I do still remember. Okay. So she was talking about, like, she was asking a question. All ladies in the room, do you wear makeup? Something like that. Right, Shiba?
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah,
I
yeah.
told her, okay, if you like, okay, she wants to ask a question. So I told her, twisted. How many men in the room love and like to wear makeup?
Yeah.
So in this way, it is something unexpected and it will hook the audience from the first minute. They will laugh, not necessarily to make them laugh, but I mean, this is a way to hook the audience. Always, if you will use the question thing, make it something unexpected. Another thing, what we can do other than the question.
Sound effect.
Okay, yeah, that's
Drama. Start with the drama.
drama. Okay.
Like a telephone or something.
Okay, yeah, I got your point. Okay, sound effect, yes and no. Yani, okay, you can use it. It will help the audience, but try to use it in a way that won't ruin anything else in your speech. I don't understand exactly what do you mean by sound effect. Maybe sound effect, like for me, I'm too much crazy, so I shout. Maybe I say like, ah! Or for example, my speech yesterday, I said, stop! I shouted. So maybe if this is what you mean by sound effect, yeah, do that. Make the audience like, imagine someone is like using their phone and then you said, stop! Make them do that and let them be what she's gonna say next. You can do, for example, singing, maybe do anything, not necessarily to be abnormal, but do something that can hook the audience. A drama, like what he said, acting scene. You are talking like what he said on the phone, or you are talking to someone next to you, even if there is no one, do an action scene. Time is running. Okay, after we hook the audience, of course, we do the Toastmaster salute, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, or amazing people, all the things you want to add, the salute, and then start building your speech. Before you start the body of the speech, state your message. What is your message? My speech, I was in the beginning, I was like, I had like this vocalized, something like this to hook the audience. And then I stated my message saying, are you living someone else's dreams? Here, when I say these words, are you living someone else's dream, is what? I forgot now. Is your life made by another person? In this way, the audience will not be lost and they will feel, okay, she's talking about dreams, but what she is going to say, how she will say, because I didn't give up the speech from the beginning. I'm just stating the message that will help the audience not feel lost. Okay. After this, you start your story. When I was young, this happened. Yes, they say that have 3 stories, or your story should have 3 places, or have only 3 points. It is not wrong, but not necessarily to be like that. You can have me in the past, me in the future. You can have one story, full story, with only like 1 or 2. Am I still? I can see everyone stopped. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
She's stuck there. Yeah, there's a problem in her internet, I think.
She's demonstrating applause.
Say the pussycat. Why the pussycats are white in color?
Hello? Am I? Hello? Shall I?
You are audible.
Yes, you are audible. You are audible.
Okay, where was I frozen? What was I saying when I was frozen?
Use one
You were
story
screaming.
or 3 stories.
I was screaming. No, use the one story. Okay, you can either like what they are saying, that you can have 3 parts or 3 stories or 3 points. That's not wrong, but if it's not necessarily to be like that. If you have seen Aaron's speech, the world champion of 2019, I think, or 20? No, 19. 2000, Aaron something, Beverly. I forget his name. I think
Yes. Aaron Beverly, 2019.
yes, his speech was full of one story with so many places in it. So it's not necessarily to structure it with like 3 points or 3 stories. Whatever you feel is good, but don't add too much details that's not necessarily to be there in the speech. Try to reduce the details and get to the point. Okay? And always when you are dividing, let's say you are dividing your speech or throughout your speech, I know it's red, sorry. If you are throughout your speech, always stop in one point and speak to the audience to involve them in the speech. It's not only about you. Again, we are delivering the speech, not for us, not to tell people how we have amazing story, but for them to learn something from it. So it's very important to say, while you are talking your speech, add something to them. Ask them, have you ever been there? Would you experience this in your life, or would you do something if this happened to you? Add them there, make them part of your speech. At the end, once we finished all the structure of the speech, have a call of action. Again, it's not for us, it's for them. The speech, not for us, for the audience. Call of action will make them do something after they finish your speech. After listening from it, you want them to think, oh, today, after his speech, I want to go and call my mom and tell her I love her. Mama, I love you. So you want them to do something. Give them the call of action. Tell them, get up now and do this and that. Always have the call of action. I've seen so many speeches that there is no call of action. There is nothing for me. I'm just listening. Oh, cute, nice. And then what? You need to have a call of action so they all can take your ideas and do it in their life. Make their life different. At the end, the last words you utter, spend all the time you need to prepare it. Because these last words are the most important thing in your speech, and these last words are the words that everyone will have them in their mind. How many of you still remember the last word from Muhammad al-Qahtani speech? No?
Yes, the light.
The lighter,
crashes.
yeah, that because it's his hook. And he connected, of course. This is, thank you reminding me. Always connect your intro, your hook with your conclusion. The last word, Jim, do you remember it?
Words have power.
Exactly. Words are power. Words could be your power. And like the other thing he said. So his last words until this day from 2015 still in our mind. And this is what you need everyone to remember. I believe that these are the things you need to have. And I wish I didn't forget anything to add. And take your time. Don't just rush preparing your speech just because you want to compete. And for, of course, meetings or speeches, follow the objectives. You need to follow the objectives, but it's not a harm if you will present it this way. So you will learn or practice yourself to have the speech organized in your mind. Take your time, prepare for it, and make it a winning speech for you. And yeah, one more last thing. Don't be the hero of your speech. People connect more with the failure. Imagine I'm saying, I was born in a palace and I have 5 cars and my life is the best life ever. What did you learn? What did you learn from my speech? That, oh, wow, she has everything. So what? You will not connect. If I will say here, how many of you today have Lamborghini car? I don't, I will not raise my hand. Okay, how many of you here failed in school in one project or something? You can see so many hands is raised, right? People connect more with failure than amazing things. So always have a failure story that everyone will connect. Don't be the hero. There should be someone in your speech who taught you something and you made the difference in your life. So they will not see, okay, she figured it out by herself. No, someone helped me. I've learned it from something and then I moved on. And this is what you need everyone to learn from you so they can move on as well. Thank you so much. And I don't know if we will still have time for another 5 minutes for question and answer. I don't know.
Okay, we'll take a quick, but first I will say thank you, DTM Areej. If anyone have a quick question, a short question, please proceed.
And you still can have my number whenever you want to ask anything, if we didn't have time.
DTM Areej, actually, I should start with.
Yeah.
Why it has to be motivational speech?
For contests, you're talking, or for normal meetings?
Contest.
Why? Because you want to win, or you want just to deliver your own speech?
Okay, because if I have to prove a point, I have to prove a point, it can be negative.
No, see,
it can be a burning question, which I can leave with the audience.
My speech yesterday, I was talking about the inner demons. Okay, and then I was in my speech saying that I scratched someone's cars from front to back. And this is something not everyone will like, right? But I did it. I shared it. And then I learned that I shouldn't do that. And it was out of revenge. And then I learned that I need to forgive. So you can start with negative thing, but don't keep it negative till the end. Let me tell you, this inner demon, maybe Jim, because he attended yesterday, you will be shocked. This inner demon idea in the beginning, it was that my idea was, yes, why not? Let me have my inner demon control me. That was the message, that yes, listen to them. And then I was like, people will kill me. What? And then I changed the speech. Not that you cannot have negative, but you need to have something else. So make them, again, you're not delivering for yourself. If you are just sharing it just to share a negative idea, okay, but you need to do a motivation thing to them. Like, it's an international speech contest. I don't know if I answered you. But
Yes. I will send you an invitation for our club contest. Stay free on that day, 7th of January. Anyone else, please, in the audience?
Any other question?
My name is John, not question. Let me add what
Areej
has told. And Latif's question. We might take a trophy home, but what the audience will take home, if not a motivational speech, if not a message for the audience, what will they take home? That should be our objective.
True. That's 100% true. Actually, today, my mom, she asked me to clean the room, and she told me it's either you or the trophies. I wanted to stay home, so bye-bye trophies. No, I put them in a box and then I put them up there. So yeah, Trophies is just like, if you want, I can give you all the trophies here. They are not like that big deal. Here in online meetings, for example, we're not taking trophies anymore. Alhamdulillah. But this is what as JJ saying, that we need to see what we will give the audience. Yes, that's your trophy. Okay, I competed before, like in 2019, I think, in DTAC, or 18 something, in DTAC for the international speech. And I was like thinking that I'm going to win, or one of the top 3, something like that, especially that everyone was coming to me and saying, you will be busy with the trophy. You will be. And then my head became this big. And I was like, yes, I'm going to win. And then what happened is third place winner. And I was like, please don't say my name. Please don't say my name. And she didn't say. I was like, yes. And then second place winner, I said, please don't say my name. Please don't say. And she didn't say it. I said, yes. First place winner, please say my name. Please say my name. And she didn't say it. I was like, no. And I cried like baby. Wallahi, I felt horrible later on because I couldn't go to the first place winner. But the thing is, I started thinking, so what? For what? Like, I can compete the next year. I can work hard next year. The thing is, when I came back to Kuwait, and after maybe seven months, actually, one of the ladies who was there, who attended the speeches, she sent me, Areej, I wanted to talk to you, but I just got your number. Your speech made me think more than once. If there is something I want to do, I have to do it. I was like, oh, that's my trophy. This is what you need to have. What the people will take out from you. Then you will feel it was worth saying it. And if you have any more questions, there's still like a few seconds, I think. But believe me, any more question before I go?
Yeah, of course, there's a question. Okay. DTM, Areej, that's an awesome session you have portrayed here. Congratulations to you. My simple question is that when you are a speaker, a public speaker, is it fair enough that you speak from your heart or you speak from your brain? Which one is better?
From your brain, that means you need to memorize your speech and make sure you 100% have it in your mind, right?
Correct.
So what will happen that if you are delivering it and you don't have the paper in front of you, of course, because we shouldn't hold it, especially in the contest, and then you forgot one word, what will happen to you? You will be like, it's gone. Why? Because you are memorizing it and speaking it from the brain. But if you will be saying it from the heart, even if you will forget one word, it's okay. You can go ahead because it is coming from here. And whenever something is coming from the brain, where do you want it to go? It won't reach to other people's brain because our brains think and function different. But the heart usually connects. So when you speak from the heart, it will reach to the heart.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. And I believe there is no more time for you. And still, I have to go to another club meeting.
Thank you very much, DTM Areej. DTM Areej, thank you very much. It was an honor for each and everyone to listen to you, and please accept a lot of gratitude. But one thing which is very important is everyone should have a takeaway message. Please remember. Thank you, DTM Areej.